Number 8, Kentucky women's basketball lost to Ole Miss yesterday, 66-57. So what exactly happened? I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And this does mean Ole Miss is 7-4 in the SEC while Kentucky's 8-2. So 1 week for being in the top 10, they might drop out of the top 10 next week, but we'll see. So at halftime, believe it or not, Kentucky was up 37-31. But second half, Kentucky only scored 20 points. Yeah, 10 points in the third quarter and 10 points in the fourth quarter. While Ole Miss scored 35. But there's honestly more to the game than that. That's why I'm going to go over the last minute of the game and the stats. And it was a two-possession game with around 59 seconds left when Kentucky called timeout. It was like 61-55. And Georgia Amore missed a three around 2 seconds later. And Ole Miss got defensive board. Fouling Georgia Amore around 4 seconds later. Then she fouled again around 4 seconds later. And around 2 seconds later, Amelia Hassett fouled. It was around 47 seconds left. And KK Deans made both free throws to make it 63-55. Kentucky called timeout. Turnover by Amelia Hassett, and then there was a foul on Sanaya Tyler around 1 second later, and KK Deans went to the line and made both free throws to make it 65-55. So a 10-point game just like that. And around 42 seconds left, Star Jacobs from Ole Miss fouled. And at that point, it's like the clock's on your side. Don't foul. And Tony Tiani Key, Teo double N I. Apologize if I butchered that. Made both free throws to make it 65-57. And a foul on Key from Kentucky around 2 seconds later. And Sierra went to the line and missed the first free throw, but made the second for Ole Miss to make it 66-57. And Daisy Lawrence missed a three around 37 seconds later. Kennedy Todd Williams got defensive board, and Ole Miss turned the ball over around 3 seconds later. Kentucky just dribbled it out. Now I will go over the stats here. So Kentucky actually shot the ball good, believe it or not. 44.6% from the field on 56 attempts. However, 28.6% on threes on 14 attempts. 75% on free throws, but that's on 4 attempts. 33 rebounds for those offensive. 14 assists, 5 steals, 14 blocks, 13 turnovers, 14 fouls, and 2 points off the bench, and literally only 3 double-digit scores for Kentucky in this game. That combined for, the non-double-digit scores combined for 11 points. Saw 46 points, and one player scored 61 points, had 9. While Ole Miss had how many bench points? 2 plus 2, that's 4 plus 9, that's 13 points. And one double-digit score combined for 22 points. And literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players scored 6 more points in this game combined for. There were like 3 players with 8, so that's 24 already. Plus 7, that's 31. Plus 9, that's 40 points. And Ole Miss, believe it or not, didn't shoot the ball that great, but they had 77 attempts, and the percentage was 32.5. 14.3% on threes on 14 attempts. Made 2/3 of your free throws on 21 attempts. 54 rebounds, 27 offensive. Yeah, when you get beat on the glass like that, you're not going to win many games, to say the least. 14 assists, 9 steals, 3 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 9 fouls. Now I'm going to go over points on turnovers, points in the paint, and fast break points as well. And points on turnovers favored Ole Miss 12-7. Fast break points favored Ole Miss 12-2. And points in the paint favored Ole Miss 38-34. So what these two teams are going for in the next 5 games, or really the rest of the year here, because it is pretty close. And Kentucky only had like 1 conference loss prior to this game right here. So that's huge for the SEC standings. Well, Kentucky, on February 13th, you get to play Texas, and Texas just beat South Carolina. Ouch. But got them at home. We'll see. Then you got Georgia at home. That should be a win on February 16th. February 20th, you got to go on the road to Missouri. You better beat them. I'm telling you that much. Then you got back-to-back prime opportunities at home. On February 23rd, you got LSU. February 27th, you got Tennessee. Then you got to go on the road to South Carolina on March 2nd, which I'm going to call that an L, unless proven otherwise. As for Ole Miss, what's the rest of the schedule here? Which there's only 4 games, by the way. February 13th, you got to go on the road to Arkansas. Arkansas is a dumpster fire. You should win that game. Then you got to go on the road to Tennessee, February 16th. And Tennessee beat UConn, so that's going to be tough. And they did it in Knoxville. Then you got Missouri at home, February 23rd. That should be a win. Then you got South Carolina at home. That's going to be tough. But South Carolina did lose to Texas and Austin. So, I'm just saying. And then you got LSU on the road on March 2nd. And, of course, beyond that is the SEC tournament, which we don't know right now. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road. Subscribe, of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more some money. This, of course, like video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. So more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. And I actually might consider sometime this week to go over the conference standings for the power conferences here, as well as like a few group of 5s, like the better ones, like the Mountain West, the American, the Big East. Just to let y'all know, not just for the women's side, but on the men's side too. So keep an eye out for that.